All right. Hello, everyone. Good day. Thank you for joining us for this exciting Facebook Live event taking place during National Pollinator Week. Pollinator Partnership, who created and manages Pollinator Week, is a nonprofit organization that works to protect and promote all pollinator species and has been doing so for over 2 decades. We are here today to talk with you specifically about our bee-friendly farming program. Bee-friendly farming is a certification program for farms that provides guidelines, resources, and criteria for pollinator-friendly management practices that farms must meet to attain certification. Today, we are excited to share information about our Qcify Bee-Friendly Farming fundraising campaign, which concludes today. I am pleased to introduce our 3 speakers. First, we will hear from Raf Peters of Qcify, who is a vibrant entrepreneur and innovator in the food quality assurance industry. Then you will hear from Pollinator Partnership's board chair, Terry Witzel, who has spent his long career working in California food industry and serves on the Bee-Friendly Farming Task Force. And lastly, we will hear from Pollinator Partnership's president and CEO, Lori Davies Adams, who has been a champion for pollinators for over 22 years and co-founded National Pollinator Week. So at this time, I will turn it over to Raf Peters from Qcify.
Thank you, Kelly, for the nice introduction. And hello, everybody who's watching. So as Qcify, a little bit of background about us. We're a company that's active in the space of quality control for food processing companies, like Kelly already mentioned. And many of our customers are California-based businesses or overseas businesses, but active in, for example, the almond industry. And as we all know, some of the food growing would not happen without pollinators. And so for us, this was a very easy decision to make to team up with the team at Pollinator Partnership and kind of do a project that would leave a positive impact on farming in general, and especially when it comes to sustainable farming, because ultimately the population is growing, and if we do not move towards more sustainable farming, we will run into issues in the, I think, near future. So for us, we're very happy to have this partnership with Pollinator Partnership, and so we can only look forward to a long-term partnership, and I think today is, or this year is just the start of many good things to come. So we're happy to be on the call today as well.
Thank you so much, Raf. And next we will hear from Terry Witzel, Pollinator Partnership's board chair. Take it away, Terry. We just need to unmute Terry.
Got it. Sorry. Thank you, Kelly, and thank you, Raf, and hello to all viewers. On behalf of the Pollinator Partnership, I want to personally thank Qcify and especially Raf Peters for stepping forward to support pollinators with this most generous challenge donation. You should know that Raf contacted the Pollinator Partnership to offer a donation of up to $25,000 if the Pollinator Partnership could obtain other donations to match that amount. We are all very grateful for Qcify's initiative and generosity. Today, we are announcing that the Pollinator Partnership has in fact reached that goal. Let me briefly describe where these funds will be used and how the funds will impact the health of pollinators. First, these funds allow the Pollinator Partnership to hire field staff to work with almond growers to increase the acreage that meets the criteria for certification under the Pollinator Partnership's Bee-Friendly Farming Program. This effort will increase the amount of sustainable pollinator habitat in California's Central Valley. Working together, the Almond Board of California and the Pollinator Partnership have also arranged that for the acreage currently enrolled in the Almond Board's California Sustainability Program to also qualify for bee-friendly farming certification. Second, these funds will be used to encourage the planting of pollinator pasture in the form of cover and buffer crops to increase the density, diversity, and duration of bee forage in California almond orchards, while also improving soil health. The seed mixes for these crops will be made available through the Seeds for Bees program sponsored by another partner, Project APHIS-M. These buffer and cover crops bloom at critical times of the year when natural pollinator forage is scarce, but managed and native bees are active. Beyond the benefits to natural pollinators, these plantings serve the needs of honeybees, beekeepers, and almond growers while increasing the sustainability of pollination and of agriculture. These plantings will also help farmers improve soil health, water infiltration, and to also realize other benefits. To summarize, Qcify's generous initiative will significantly improve the prospects for the sustainability of honeybees and other native pollinators. It is now my pleasure to turn the presentation over to our President and CEO, Lori Davies Adams. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Terry. Thank you, Kelly and Raf, and thank you to all of you for visiting with us today live at the end of Pollinator Week. And what a fitting end this is. It's been one of the most successful Pollinator Weeks we've ever had. When we started Pollinator Week back in 2013, we actually called every Senate office in the US Congress to try to interest them in pollinators, and virtually every agricultural liaison we talked to was a little confused about what this was. Was this about honey? What are you really talking about? And that was just a short time ago, really, because we have now a huge, huge interest and a huge understanding. And those 100 senators that we talked to actually proposed a bipartisan bill that was enacted unanimously to proclaim the first Pollinator Week. And at that time, the Bush administration's Secretary of Agriculture, Mike Johans, also signed a proclamation. And that bipartisan support has continued through 3 administrations, through the Obama administration and now through the Trump administration. For the first time, we have the administrator of the EPA signing a proclamation for Pollinator Week, along with the Secretary of Agriculture and the Secretary of the Interior. And we have over 30 governors signing proclamations, even amidst a very difficult time for every state governor. So this is obviously something that has a lot of traction, a lot of interest, but I think this partnership with Qcify, and Qcify is such a progressive and wonderful company, relying on cutting edge technology to bring the best quality control to the almond products and other food products that it assesses. And this is, by the way, their 5th anniversary this year. So we really are proud to be part of their 5th anniversary celebration. So this is a great way for us to bring everyone together. We are very excited about bee-friendly farming. It's an opportunity for sustainability and for improvement, not only for pollinators, but for farms. There are many who are joining bee-friendly farming and other certifications that are across the country to try to build habitat in these agricultural landscapes. That's where we really need progress. And so I'm going to turn this back over to Raf for him to officially make our presentation today, and then I'll come back and answer your questions. But this is a very exciting moment for all of us. Raf?
Thank you, Lori. Thank you, Terry, as well, for the explanation about where the money goes to. And yes, we're happy that that we reached the $25,000 goal. So as Qcify, yeah, we're extremely happy that we got to this point and that we can match that donation as well. And then also a small extra is that my wife and I would like to donate another $2,500 to this campaign as well. So we hope that the money goes to good use, and we wish you all the best with the remaining of Pollinator Week, and we definitely look forward to a long partnership with you guys.
Well, nothing like a live surprise to have something unscripted and wonderful. We gratefully accept that, and we will work with the farmers. We will work with the pollinators. We will work with everyone to try to make this the best success we can. Terry already mentioned that we're working with Project Apis M and their Seed for Bees program. We're working with the Almond Board of California, which has just announced a project called B+ scholarships for almond growers. We know that this is a needed step, and we're very excited about working with many, many partners to make this happen. But right now, Qcify is our favorite partner of the moment, and thank you very, very much. And now I know that all of you who are listening probably have questions about bee-friendly farming. I would love for you to learn more and how people can become bee-friendly certified. I hope you will visit beefriendlyfarming.org or pollinator.org to get more information. But if you have questions right now, Kelly will let us know and we'll try to answer them. Kelly.
Great. So no questions coming through just yet. Lori, so one question that we do get asked quite often is where people can find resources of what to plant. So wondering if you have any advice there.
Great question. And there are a number of resources. There are a number of ways that people can find that information, but one that we like to recommend is on the pollinator.org website. We have eco-regional planting guides, and they're very specific. They were developed with the USDA Forest Service to try to help people understand the ecoregion that they live in and the specific plants that support their ecoregion. On pollinator.org, you go to planting guides and you can access one of 60 guides that are for the United States and for Canada. You simply put in your zip code or your postal code if you're in Canada, and an almost 30-page document comes up with that's been vetted by local botanists and biologists that will show you not only what you should plant, but when you should plant it, when it will be in bloom, and also what it will attract. So it's a great resource, and we hope everyone will really consider using these mostly native plants that are specific to these ecoregions. So visit, and there's over 1,000 pages of information, free information on pollinator.org. So there are resources for everybody.
Great, wonderful. And we did get one question from the audience. How many farmers are in the bee-friendly farming program?
Well, right now we have 850 that are registered, and that's all across North America, but also in China and in Europe, in South America. We're really looking closely at building our relationships with those people. That's where we're really starting, as well as increasing the numbers of new registrants. So it's any certification program is only as good as getting people to actually do it. And what we want to do is partner with the farmer and partner with anyone who's working on the landscape. These are not easy things to do. We ask a lot. We ask for a lot of landscape to be dedicated to this. And we want to be a partner to help that happen over and over and over again. So I think we're on the cusp of really growing this. And thanks to Qcify, we have the resources to do it. So I think if we don't have any more questions, I want to say thank you to everyone who has been involved with this, and especially our board chair, Terry Witzel, and Kelly Rourke, who really is in charge of so many things. We don't have time to actually delineate them all, but she is a terrific resource for all of us. But mostly, we would like to thank those of you who have joined us, and Rafe Peters and the good people of Qcify who are doing great work and have now put California a little bit forward in its sustainability. So thank you all very much. And I hope you've had a wonderful pollinator week and have a great pollinator weekend. Thank you.